Hello everybody and welcome back to another Everything Sense episode. This time we cover xQc, and I can tell you by all the episodes we have had so far, always leave a comment down below who you guys want us to cover next. This one of xQc, Everything Sense retiring from the Overwatch League, well, probably one of the most bannable stories I've ever covered here on the channel. Some of the biggest bans out there have come from xQc, but along with that, a crazy story stretching all the way back to 2018 when he first did retire. And that was actually in March. xQc was released from the Dallas Fuel roster and they mutually agreed to part ways after his second Overwatch League suspension. Those suspension and bans only continue for the next couple of years. In July of that same year as well, despite no longer playing in Overwatch League, xQc was still named the starting tank for Canada's World Cup team. And yet again, the following month in August, it was actually xQc suspended live on stream from Overwatch after being reported for abusive chat and voice, potentially putting his spot at risk for that same World Cup he was announced for Team Canada.
What just happened? Why is my account suspended exactly? Let me look at Why am I suspended exactly? What happened?
Blizzard later allowed him to still compete despite his main account being suspended for part of the event. And then later, still in August, having switched to playing League of Legends on stream, xQc then later revealed on that same stream he had been permanently banned from League of Legends for the same kind of toxic chat that got him suspended in Overwatch. Later in November, it was actually xQc a solid showing, and while he didn't win MVP like he did in 2017, he still did carry his team to a third place finish at the World Cup, only losing to the runner-up team, China. And then again, later in that month of November, xQc got banned on Overwatch again. It was this time he said he was quitting the game completely. While he does actually dive back into it, eventually going back time and time again until this day. This certainly marks by many eyes out there the moment where he transitioned from being known as an Overwatch streamer to widely regarded as one of the biggest variety streamers on the platform, which continued into 2020, as well as a major start to a gigantic growth for his stream. To kick off 2019, xQc signed by the Sentinels to play as their substitute main tank in the Contenders League while they still held the roster. Later that same year in May, it was actually xQc moving in with fellow Twitch streamer, and many of you guys know as Soda Poppin' in Texas, after bouncing back and forth between homes in Canada and his friend Adept's house back in the States. Later that summer in July, despite only occasionally playing on Contenders teams and not regularly streaming Overwatch, xQc is still somehow named as Canada's starting tank for a third straight year in the Overwatch World Cup. And you guessed it, still later in July, xQc was banned for the first time, not the last, on Twitch after showing a video called Safe for Work Porn that had a single frame of male nudity hidden in it.
They said that in the video that you watched, there's a frame that isn't fully covered, and there's a piece of that shows up at some point. And I'm getting banned for 3 days for it.
But it would not be the last time that xQc received a Twitch ban, but it would be the large start of a gigantic rise. Later in October, xQc finally surpassed his once competitor on the Twitch platform, that being Shroud, ever since has moved to Mixer, with over 31,000 subscribers, making him at the time of October 2019 the single most subscribed to Twitch streamer. Then late November, xQc hit a major milestone, reaching 100 million views on Twitch, and gets emotional while describing it on stream.
I guess sometimes just like, even if you can't see it, you know, you can still push forward, right? And we'll get there regardless. You just gotta believe, Paul Champ. Okay, there you go. That's your speech.
Even further to end 2019, it was actually xQc who dominated the voting and the wins of NIM's annual Streamer of the Year award with over 36% of all votes, showcasing how much people loved him and how much his growth was being shown. And still to close the year of 2019, xQc finally learned on stream the Sentinels would no longer continue to compete in Contenders League. Them, alongside many other teams now backing out of that secondary Overwatch League, put him out of a job for the time, as they actually kept him on though, at least for a content creator, although no longer their substitute main tank. Still later in December as well, xQc took a hard stance against the now widely debated aim assist in any competitive game, which many creators have given their stance on as well. And finally, to kickstart 2020, the Gamer Rich List revealed that xQc had the single most subscribers on the Twitch platform, at the time with over 32,000 subs. Of course, those numbers have seen significant rises ever since the release of Valorant for many streamers out there, but at the time to start off 2020, xQc was also named the 6th biggest earner on the entire platform. Later that same month, xQc also coincidentally got his second Twitch ban, which by many eyes out there, ourselves included on this channel, was because of a nude hentai game, which again, many people thought he actually had gotten himself banned on purpose to take a quick break from the platform. Either way, his ban was set for 3 days, his appeal was rejected, and he came back still ever stronger, as he does and as he has from several bans out there, whether it be game bans, Twitch bans, bans in general, or even, of course, the leave of competitive Overwatch. xQc continues to thrive on the Twitch platform and in the streaming and gaming world. Who do you guys want us to tell about next in this episode of Everything Sense? As per usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you all take care. Have a great, safe weekend, and I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.